Hello there. This is the first YouTube video I've made in a very long time. Very long time. Years. And I'm going to make it quick, so don't be too excited that I've returned because I don't have much storage on my phone, I don't think. So, yes, but to any of my 45 subscribers who might see this video, and yes, I still have 45 subscribers, even though I haven't uploaded in years, like literally 10 years. I have this message for you. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for sticking around. How are you? How are the kids doing? I mean, what did you name them? But I am back. If not for only one video, I am back. But here we are. Gosh, I've forgotten the name of this blood clot ship. The Going Merry, that's what it's called. The Going Merry. I've modified it. I've modified the Going Merry to be more live action accurate. Now the only thing, as far as I'm aware, that's not live action accurate are these two flags on top, which are ripped out of the anime and the manga. But I thought they looked too cool. They're double-sided and they've got like the straw hat on, so I thought they looked too cool to remove. So I kept them. But everything else you see is accurate to the live action. So without further ado, let's go into this. I'm going to do this with as few cuts as possible as well because I suck at editing / I'm too lazy at editing. So Monkey D. Luffy, that's not a mod, but he's holding a banana and Mohawk wanted poster, and my phone won't focus on it for some reason. Oh crap! Here we are, boys. Here we are. Oh crap! Well, oh well. That's that. I modified this cannon. I got it off someone from Reddit. I'll find the link if anyone's interested, which they won't be. But there you go. Took out the original one and I actually put it here because there is, believe it or not, and I had to watch the live action so many times before even realizing this. It's one of those projects I just kept coming back to and adding more things, but I'm fairly happy with it as it is. This cannon here, I used. Oh, the other thing as well is I used so many spare parts in this / reused parts. Like I took off the like lower connecting beams for both the masts because they just don't exist in the live action. Because if you think about it, or on any ship, because if you think about it, you'd roll up the sails and then let them drop loose. So there's no need for lower beams. So that kind of pissed me off. So I took them out. But this cannon here, yes, this is spare parts, entirely spare parts. I added one of those ball joints from one of those sails onto the back. Sorry if you can't see any of this. The focus is clearly not great. Oh, there you go. Yeah, and it does shoot. It's a little bit flimsy, so I might try and find a way to secure that better and angle it better because at the moment it doesn't. It swivels a tiny bit, but not much. Yeah, it's not great to be fair. Usopp's at the wheel. I've raised this whole thing here a bit higher, so you can see it actually has a door now because before it had forced perspective. So I've lifted the whole thing up by about the height of a brick and I've made an actual door. It's still kind of tricky for a minifigure to fit in, but at least it's there. So I'll show you that now if I pull this back part off. Whilst we're here, all I did with this was buy the pieces to add an extra tree because it really annoyed me that they only had T because there's just no reason for it. And like I said, raised these two side bits by a brick. The rest of it's exactly the same. Still opens up as per the design of the set. It's still got your goodies in there. And then this bad boy comes off in the same way as well. So a big challenge with this, with all like the ropes and masts and stuff, was still making it modular, I guess, or like able to be torn apart. But I just about did it. So this comes off here, as you can see. So that is one unit, and then you've got this as one unit with all your rigging and stuff attached to that, which I'll go into a bit more detail in a minute. But yes, this section here, I will give you a closer look at here. So there you go. I've stuck some wanted posters on the existing studs on the side, and then I just kept those window pieces on the other side because the idea of this was to reuse as few parts as possible. So I didn't want to go ahead and buy some more 2x1s from Bricklink if possible. But in hindsight, I might, because I am going to do another order, because this part here I ordered in the wrong colour. I don't know if you can see. It's a sort of dark nougat instead of a dark orange. So I'm probably going to order that. But yeah, that's it. You've got access to the back. And yeah, I've done some cool like masterwork with, these are all Lego pieces, by the way. They're not like custom ropes or anything, or custom strings, should I say. They're all Lego. This now swivels a bit. Oh gosh, it's gonna be hard to do this with one hand, but take my word for it, it does swivel. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so this swivels a bit, and you can see there's a rope connecting to the top and 2 ropes connecting to the bottom. So I'm surprised I actually managed to get that to swivel. It can rotate up and down as well, but yeah, so you can sort of find a cool angle for it. And then it's, as I say, it's just sort of let loose. This rope piece here helps to give it a bit of like puffiness, because otherwise it would literally just be flapping and loose, and you can still like sort of curl it up if you want to. I haven't been brave enough to do that myself. Maybe there's a way of sort of folding it all up, I don't know. And then you've got an extra dangling bit of rope here. If you look at again in the live action, there's much more rope action going on, but there's only so much you can do in Lego, especially because this boat isn't quite minifig scale. If I were to make it minifig scale, I'd have to widen the whole thing and lengthen it, and I just wasn't prepared to do that. I did consider it, but I didn't in the end. I still think it's close. It is close, and I think it does a job. And the project I set out to do, or the task I gave myself, should I say, was to modify the existing Going Merry ship. That was the task. So I think I did that successfully. Still got the interior here. Oh. The funny thing is, I'm not even gonna cut that out because I literally can't be asked. There you go. I've made a little thing for the Zorro swords. His hat is attached to the table just with a little cone piece, which wasn't on the set. But I just did that. Yeah, but everything else is the same. Okay, Sanji's coming down with his slice of orange. The mainsail is attached with 2 ropes on the side, as you can see there, which just go down into these like sort of little rigging pieces, I guess, on the deck. And then it's, if I pan up here, it's sort of attached by these long pieces, which, because they are so long, I wrap them around. So on this side it's a joystick, and then because on this side it's built slightly differently, the fence extends. Here I was able to wrap it around a fence piece. Would that be illegal in Lego terms? Maybe. I don't care. I don't think it causes unnecessary stress on the pieces. These are rope or string pieces. They're really well built and durable, so I think it'd be fine. And then yeah, they connect to the sides of this mast. So this is really sturdy. This is in place, and then it attaches up here. A similar thing. I did like the sailor thing where you do figures of 8s around it at the top. And there is also a black rope in the middle here, which I'll come back to in a second. I just wanted to give you a quick look at the front here. So it's an idea. I bought these. These are old Lego pirate ship pieces that I had to find secondhand on Bricklink, but they work pretty well. What I did was I sort of tied them around these these sort of nougat rope pieces that came with the set. So I left them where they are and sort of wrapped them around a couple of times around this. So it's loose, but it's also pretty sturdy, if that makes sense. There's not much movability. It does a bit, but and then I attached a plank here, so that's what this black rope does here. So if I quickly show you, you can sort of untie it from, so I do 2 times, there we go. You can untie it from here, and then if I go back, how am I going to do this? I suppose you just have to push it down. That's really annoying. I haven't touched this in a while. Last time I used this, you could just let go and it would naturally fall down. But I suppose you kind of have to push it down. That piece counteracts and goes up, and then this plank goes down. And this is in the live action in one episode, the dinosaur episode in the second series. Can't remember what it's called, but they use it to get access to the dinosaur island. So it's pretty simple. It's well, this bit, I don't know, it's kind of techie. It's clipped on with a bit of a, again, I don't know if it will let me, there you go. Bit of a weird like combination of clips and modified pieces and Technic pins and stuff, but it's compact, it works. And then you can, what's really fun is you can pull this up to pull it up, and yeah, I think it works pretty nice. And then you can just leave it hanging, or you can tie it around there. There's a hook there in the middle with some ropes and stuff, some extra crates I added in, more rigging pieces for the base. Oh, actually, I might have showed you those already. I can't remember. I don't know why they put a blood clot spanner there, but I just left that in. All the like ship design is the same, like on the exterior, or sort of like the actual like hull of the boat, I guess. Modified this bit a little bit. Played around with the tiles and plates and stuff. Had a spare map piece, so I used that up here for the Grand Line map. Zoro's chilling out some chicken and drinks, trying to flirt with oh gosh, why am I going blank? Her with this malt here. This front piece, a lot of this was spare parts. So that white bit in there was actually a spare part that I made the use of this sort of jumper modified brick with. Stuck it in there, and then stuck these bits, which again I think was spare parts, unless I just had them. Actually, they might have just been in my spare box of bits. But yeah, I made this little, like, I don't even know what to call it, but I'm sure you get the idea. Connects with a black rope this time, which by the way is accurate. This one at the front is actually black, and then the side ones I think are more tan coloured, but goes up and fixes her in place. So in terms of like physical sturdiness, this mast here in the middle is, she ain't going anywhere. This one is also free to flap loose. It kind of looked like the wind's taking it. I guess you could push it in more with the ropes somehow to make it even look more cool, but then it looked kind of awkward in a way. You know what I mean? Like, it just, I think that's fine, you know, for what it's trying to achieve. I think that looks great, to be honest. So yeah, there she is. That was pretty much it. Like I said, I wanted to try and do this with no cuts. I think I pretty much have. The interior for this front bit is the same, by the way. Oh, and can you still access this middle part? Of course you can. Bring it right here. So that's still accessible. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go put this back together and upload this on YouTube and get 0 views. But if anyone wants me to do instructions for this, it would be very techie, because there's lots of ropes and weird stuff that you can't model that well in Bricklink Studios. But I suppose I could put together a photo instruction pack, maybe. But I'd probably have to charge a bit for it. Nothing's free. It would take me a while to put together, and I could put it on Rebrickable. Obviously, it wouldn't be crazy, maybe like 10 quid or something. But let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. and I will probably never see you again.